Hey guys, it's V Mosley. Thank you for tuning into my podcast where we're healing from family ties, trauma, and taking accountability for all areas of our lives that may have held us back. Today is Finally Free Friday. Like I said, we're doing a little bit of catching up. For the last week, we was talking about cycle healings. I do hope that this series is going to help you. Like I said, we are in spring healing for the month of April. We are allowing the rain to wash away all of our anxieties, depressions, trauma, and allowing us to grow into our Mayflowers. I'm super excited for you. So let's get into the Finally Free Friday. If this is your first time tuning in with me, I appreciate your support. Please like this video, please share, please go back. We are in season 5 right now, but if you can, please at least one, 2, 3 episodes in each session. Just catch up with us and get into it. We are progressing fastly, but like I said, we in the month of April, we are in spring healing. I do appreciate your support to view me. Also, on Mondays, it's Mental Health Monday. Wednesday, we Birthday Wednesday. And today, Finally Free Friday. We are free. Of course, it's not going to take us 3 days to get, all of the gutter out, all of, the frustration out, all of the healing out. It's going to take time. It's going to take grace. But we're going to talk. We're going to be good, okay? So like I said, it's Finally Free Friday, and then we're talking about cycle healing. Cycle healing. I was thinking about Worth It Wednesday video, and I was just like, okay, I dug deep in that video, you know what I mean? And I was just like, what can I say for Finally Free Friday with cycle healing? What can I do? What can I say? How can I feel? Different things like that. What is the audience feeling? Once you realize that you are in this continuous cycle when it comes to your healing, and then you're in this continuous cycle when it comes to your freedom. You're in this continuous cycle of breaking the chains that are continuing to hold you back. Hold me back. I'm in prison with my mental health. I am in prison with my trauma. I am in prison with, my mind frame of, and I'm insane. Because let me tell you why you insane, and let me tell you why I am insane. So, we take accountability on this podcast. We're taking accountability for all areas of our lives that may have held us back. And in a lot of areas of my life, I was holding myself back. I wasn't taking no accountability. I was just like, done with myself at some point. Done with myself at, letting go and being in freedom. So I was in prison with myself. I imprisonated with myself. And insanity has came into my life because I know what steps it's going to take to be free, but I don't want to take those steps. I feel like I cannot be free from any or everything. That's insane. You are aware of your habits. You are aware of the trauma that has deterred you and have you thinking and have you at a halt. But you don't want to do the work to get out of that. You want to keep going back to your own vomit. You want to sit there in your no. And the answer for me was yes. I want to continue to be in my no. I want to continue to be insane. I want to continue to be frustrated. I don't want to be free. I want to be in my cycles. I want what I say in Worth It Wednesday. My cycles was stopping and just asking like, are you finished? You not done. We have whipped the last cycle. And this cycle we came back mad harder and you're not finished. That's insane. you have the ability to look within yourself, set yourself free of depression, of anxiety, of, getting to the resources that will help you, and you do not want to do that. And for me, the answer is no. I did not want to do that. I did not want to let go. And the first step is letting go. You have to let go. You have to move forward. You have to be running to your freedom. Like, this is Finally Free Friday. I am finally free from all of the things that was trying to hold me back. I am finally free of my trauma, and I am reaching people that I can have the same traumas that I have, helping them through it. They helping me through it. I have this ability to be more. I have this ability to let it go. Let it go. Let it be free. Let it be more. Let it be proactive in your life of letting some things go. And that was hard for me. Some people like, what is it? Why do you want to hold on to this? Why not? I don't want to talk through that. I don't want to get through that. I don't feel like I have this ability to be free because I am standing, or I want to stand in the same place. So let me say this to you. When in my healing thing, I was still in the same place of the people that have caused trauma to me, right? But I felt like being in that same place as them, because you are, when you're not, forgiving them, and you just want to be so mad, and you don't want to talk to them, and you want to make it known that you hate them. You want to make it known that I am better, I'm progressing, I'm doing this. In reality, I wasn't. I was in the same place as them. You understand what I'm saying? And stuck. I was in the same place as them and stuck. Why you say you was in the same place, and how are you stuck if you are moving and you're healing? Because I wasn't. I did not let them go. I wanted them to see where I'm going. I wanted to see them, fake suffer. I put fake suffering on them. You can't make anybody suffer. That's not real freedom. That's not you finally being free. You can't make no one suffer. They do not care. They did it. They know they did it. They're moving on with their life. You can't make them see you. That's not freedom. You can't make them, have this ability to, see me. Like, I wanted people to see me, hear me. I'm loud. I'm cussing. I'm fussing. And when I go home, I am sliding down the wall crying, God, please take this away from me. I'm stuck in their same place. I'm stuck in the same cycle in my healing. That's not real authentic healing. That's not real authentic being with yourself. And, I always tell you guys, look at your heart posture. Look at your spirit. Look at your mind frame. Now, how is that freedom if you're trying to prove a point? That's next week. I'm super excited. Why are you doing that? In your cycle, in my cycles, no, I need to start this podcast and make sure they know about it, and make sure you're retarded. You insane. Why? Because you're trying to add on some things to your life in your cycle that you have yet to heal from, so someone can see you, so someone can, I'm not free until you apologize. Sometimes we're not going to get it. I am in shackles because I am in this race of fake freedom. I was in a race in my cycles of healing in fake freedom. It's fake. Why you say it's fake? Why are you calling yourself fake? You know why? It's fake because it's not authentic. It's fake because I'm not progressing in anything. I'm just trying to, you know, make someone see me and let someone tell me when you in prison. I just said we in shackles, right? No, I love my analogies. When you in prison, someone tells you when to eat, when to sleep, when to use the bathroom. Depression was telling me when to eat, sleep, and use the bathroom. Anxiety was telling me when to stop, when to start. My molestation was just like holding me in a cell of my mind. Do you hear what I'm saying? I did not want to be free. You know, when you in solitary, you know, I was locked down for life up until at this point in my cycles. In this cell, it was me locked in there. Everything kept coming back. You know how some people just keep going back to prison? I would just keep going back to prison over and over again, going back. That's insane. And I knew what it was going to take for me to unlock that gate, to get out of prison, to stop serving time with depression, anxiety, traumas, and different things like that. I knew. What is it going to take, B. Mosley? It's going to take therapy. It's going to take journaling. It's going to take fasting. It's going to take praying. It's going to take all of these things that I know that I can do. It's going to take that yes. It's going to take, you know, oh, the cycle is coming. Okay. Hey, cycle. And cycle like, are you ready for me? I'm ready. So this is what we're going to do. That's what's going to have the ability for me to break out of those things, to realize that I was in it and not look at pictures and videos and different things like that. My emotions kept telling me that. Those relationships that I was in kept telling me that. You know, allowing people to, you know, come into my life and they are ahead of me. And, you know, listening to the coaching, listening to the mentorship, listening, you know, all these different things. I knew exactly what it was going to take. I knew exactly where I needed to be to not be in the line. Don't you know how some person, you are in a line and y'all guys, you know, locked in, you know, the handcuffs all together? Me in front of the line, all trauma in the back of the line, and I'm guiding them continuously. Oh, we're gonna take this into the new year. We're gonna keep going, and they tired of going to prison. They tired. I don't want to be attached to you anymore. I want you to be free. I don't want it to get worse for you. You have to realize that, do I want my cycle to get worse for me? Because it can get worse. It will get worse. And then when you get older, you know, you cannot show an old dog new tricks, okay? So I was just thinking to myself, you know, during the week, and like I said, in Birthday Wednesday, it was my birthday, like, okay, you're getting older. You don't want to be set in your ways, right? And then someone cannot talk to you. Some people, you know, they are who they are, and you realize you cannot talk to them. I did not want to be. I want you to talk to me. I want you to help me to move to freedom and be finally finished. And then also it was like I had to forgive myself for allowing the cycles to continuously come into my life. It's hard to forgive myself. Of all of the things that I think about, all of the things that I've done, all of the lies that I've told, we are all liars. We all lied. We all, you know, went through some things that you have to forgive yourself. You have to let yourself, you know, sit yourself down and say, I forgive you. First and foremost, I forgive you. Your life was not easy. Your life was not, you know, what it needed to be, but I forgive you. I see that you're trying. You know, I'm gonna let you go to a better. I'm gonna let this old you shed away. We're shredding it away, and I'm allowing you to progress. I forgive you. That's what you need to tell yourself. I forgive myself. I apologize. My heart, you are weak. I see you. You know, you are important. You got this. But in the movie say, you are small. You is you is important of your freedom. Seriously. Honestly, you have the ability to grant yourself that forgiveness. And I had to sit and say, I forgive you. We got this. We're working. I'm going to be more. Honestly. And then I had to change my mind frame. Now, changing your mind changes your life. Honestly, truthfully. And you have to, implement affirmations. Talk to yourself nice. Change your mind frame to a free mindset. Whatever you think is going to be, whatever sit there and daydream about, is going to come into reality. Our mind is the most powerful thing we have. We just don't, some people don't realize that. It's the most powerful thing that we have. So for me to be set in my freedom, for me to say, okay, this is finals. I gotta win this championship. I gotta be more. I gotta progress. I gotta change my life. I gotta, be more for myself. Like, this is the finals. I want to be a champion. I want to see the trophy of freedom. I want to be more. I got to be more. I see more for myself. I want more for myself. So in my mind, I'm changing my abilities to think of freedom. Like, I'm changing and knowing where I need to be, where I need to go, who I need to see, what therapy I need to be in, what ways and new ways do I need to take? What route is it going to, what program can I sit in? When you're in prison, to have a shorter time, you do programs and different things like that. I need to be in a program with my life, with my mind. And my mind need to take courses and lessons and tests and pass them and end this cycle of, like, just end it. Get into your program. Get into your program is you. You are the program. You have the answers. I keep telling you guys that. I keep telling myself that you are the answer. That's all. You know what the answers to 1 through 5? You know each answer to your freedom, and you finally walking through it. And to be open and honest about something, the question that I had, looking at my notes, I was like, talk about one area in your life that was a continuously cycle. And, talking more about this is, like, very frustrating for me, and it's like, are you going to be able to let that go? Sitting here thinking about it, holding back a little bit of tears. My molestation, that was a continuous cycle. That was a continuous of anger, frustration. Why me? It wasn't a woe me. It was a why me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, who am I supposed to talk to? Who am I supposed to trust? Who am I supposed to, different things like that. Like, what am I supposed to do with this trauma? And there was a continuous cycle. And 2, I had to face it. Of course, we're healing from that. Of course, we're going to be still talking in therapy. But, in my, and I said in my cycle, I was just, sitting there and I was just like, I was getting into relationships sometimes knowing I don't have the ability to love anyone. I don't have the ability to emotionally open up because of that one specific area in my life that would kept coming up as a cycle. I'm angry was every February and June of my life. Angry. Because that's when it started. And then February, probably like 2 years ago, when something else happened in my life, we're going to talk about that. But that's what kept coming into my life and asking me, are you ready to let this go? No, I am not. There's no way. I'm not being free in that. And the question is, why? Why you don't want to let this go? Why can't you let this go? What are you getting from that? What are you seeing in yourself that is good with holding on to that? So you want to serve a life sentence plus another life, plus another life, plus another life, because, I get married, that's another life. I have children, that's another life. With me progressing and moving forward, that's a life. Getting to my higher, mind frame, that's a life. So you want to serve all of those good things in captivity because you won't let go of this cycle. You want to keep washing yourself with frustration, washing yourself with anger, washing yourself with, revenge in your mind because I wanted revenge and I need revenge. And if I get revenge, am I still going to be satisfied? You still want to have dreams of getting revenge. You want to still have dreams of this area. You want to still have dreams of not letting it go. When in reality, you have the dream to be free. I, B. Mosley, want to be free from that. And it keeps coming back every single cycle in my healing because when I started this podcast, it was testing me. You healing? All right, cool. Let's test this gangster. I was not gangster at all. Not at all. That cycle won. Okay? That cycle, won. Cycle 1000. B. Mosley, negative a million zeros. I lost. And why do you want to keep losing to trauma? You hear what I'm saying? You want to keep losing to your anxiety. You want to keep losing to your depression instead of winning in happiness, winning in your freedom. And finally, I am finished with that area. Finally, I am more than where I started from. Finally, I am done with this person. Finally, this person has no more control over me. Not a thing. Finally, I am emotionally aware. I am emotionally ready for myself. Sometimes forget a relationship. Are you happy with yourself? Are you emotionally available with yourself when it comes to your healing? Are you emotionally available when you are in therapy and finally breaking those barriers? Honestly, truthfully. Let me know. Because there was no way in my life that I thought I could be free in that. Or I thought there was an ability to not go home sometimes and just sit and think about it. Like, wow, this really happened to me. wow, he really abused me, or wow, she really abused me. Wow, they used to say some crazy things to me. Wow, I used to be, in this place of depth to my thoughts. I used to be in depth to my heart. I used to be depth into my spirit. I used to be in depth of, my feet, because I didn't want to walk. Finally, I didn't want to get up. Healing? When I say we're healing from that, we're healing from that. Honestly, truthfully, we are in it to win it. In the cycle healing, I have to be in it to win it, to fight in my program, to pass all of those tests. And how many tests it's going to take? It's going to take some time. It's going to take some grace. It's going to take some mercy on your spirit, on your soul, in your mind, to let it go. Honestly, that was holding me back from my freedom. That was the one cycle that kept adding on to the old cycles that I'm supposed to be moving past. But my new cycle's like, come on, old cycle, come up front. She ain't done with you. Come up front. We gonna hold on. We gonna wait until she done with you. I don't think she done. I don't think he's done. I thought we was letting it go. But the new cycles, we gonna hold back. Y'all old folk, come on. Come on. Let's get it. That's reality. That old cycle just keep getting in the front of the line, because I gotta eventually look at it dead in his face and say, I'm ready. And this is what we're gonna do. So are you ready? Ask yourself, what cycle is holding you back? What trauma, what event, what is holding you back from healing that? Like, what cycle is holding you back from your happiness, holding you back from your progression? Because that one trauma keeps jumping in front of the line when I'm supposed to be outside the gate, running away in goodness. But it keep coming in the cell. I keep getting it keep coming in so many new forms. Sometimes you can be serving a life sentence in prison and you keep getting different cellmates. It's just a new form. That's the cycle that it was. That's the trauma. But it was so many new forms for me. Like, that trauma has been bigger and changed in so many ways and molded me in so many ways, right? And it keeps coming with different, it keeps coming in a different way, a different mindset, a different ability to try to get me down, a different ability. This is real. This is real. And that's what it was doing to me. It'll come in, what you do? Oh, you was supposed to break her down. Did that happen? Yeah. Okay. I served my time. The next one, the next cycle of the trauma, the molestation is another cycle, but it's a different crime. So let's see. What do? Oh yeah, she got into a relationship. She blamed him for the trauma. And how long did you serve that time? 2 years, nothing major, but she broken, I did my crime. The next cycle to the trauma, okay? What did you do? Oh yeah, I told her to be disrespectful to her parents, to her family members, be in isolation. And how long was that? good 5 years, 6 years, nothing too much, and she just keeps blaming other people and not taking mental notes of herself. So I tore up a little bit. Oh, okay. The next crime, the next cycle come in, and it's the same person. You still here? The cycle was asking me, are you still here? Yeah, I'm serving a life sentence of this trauma. The other cycles are down the hallway. But what did you do? Oh, you got into another relationship. You pretended to be healed. You pretended that you was progressing. You put that person in the back of your mind. I'm talking tonight. You put that person in the back of your mind and you pretended that you was over it. And you hurt that person. You're hurt. You keep getting into these relationships and you keep hurting people because you're not ready. You are not ready. I do hope that this has helped you guys and allow you to see that it's going to take some time. The analogy that I just gave you with all of those people, all of those cycles coming in and serving you time, telling you when you're going to deal with something and how long you're going to deal with it, until you realize that it keep coming and going and coming and going and coming and going in different forms and different people and different, in different ways. Honestly, truthfully. And for me, I had to realize that, and I had to sit like, I gotta be free from this. Like this is it. There's no way I'm serving life anymore. I cannot. No, I'm coming out this cell. I'm breaking free of these shackles. I am coming out of this cell, and you are no longer, you sitting here. You holding me back. You sitting here. I'm locking you up, and I'm going to go get my freedom. That's it. That's all. I do hope that this helped you. Again, it is B. Mosley. We are in the Spring Healing Series. It's Finally Free Friday. We're going to be a little behind, but that's okay. I see you in the next episode, okay? Mwah.